Hello Aquarius and welcome to Deku Tarot. We're going to be doing your October 2019 tarot reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Welcome back to all my subscribers and welcome to all my new watchers. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, guys. I appreciate it. And definitely check out your readings for your other placements like your Moon, Rising, Venus. They might resonate better or have messages you might need to hear, okay? If you want to book a private reading, all my information is in the description box below this video. Let's talk. Let's talk, Aquarius. I felt a little bit of hostility from some of you guys last month, and I think that sometimes we get messages we don't want to hear, and we assume the worst, and we get mad, but know that I don't personally hate any of you guys at all. I love Aquarians. I have a lot of amazing and lovely Aquarians in my life. So let's see what's coming out. Let's try to keep it positive, okay? So, October, mostly Libra. We have a lot of planets moving into Scorpio. We got, I think it's the 3rd, we have Mercury going into Scorpio. And then I believe on the 4th, we have Mars. Is it Mars? No, Mars actually enters Libra on the 4th, sorry. On the 7th, we have Mercury and Scorpio opposing Uranus and Taurus, and that's going to be interesting. Taurus and Uranus, or Uranus and Taurus, whatever, has been an astrological rolling explosion. It's been Javier Bardem in No Country for Old Men. Think about his character as Uranus and Taurus, making its oppositions, its connections, its trines, its squares, whatever it's doing, and everything that it touches, getting hit with some type of transformation, some type of very radical shift in our most, ensconced, stable, rooted levels. So, a lot of shifts happening because of that. But we have Venus entering Scorpio on the 8th. I believe that's it. And we obviously have the Sun entering Scorpio on the 23rd. So there's a lot of seriousness that's kind of being plugged into our month here from another fixed sign, from the fixed sign of water, which is very opposite us. And I have a feeling it's going to bring up some intense feelings. King of Cups. We could be dealing with a water sign, yes, but we'll see what else comes out before we start talking, because I feel like it's going to be one of those times, one of those messages. Okay, yep. Temperance. And Temperance came out like this. So we're going to talk about it and see how it kind of fits here. This is the Ethereal Visions Illuminated Tarot deck, illustrated by Matt Hughes. Go check him out on Instagram. His has a couple other decks, the Illuminated Frankenstein, and I believe he's working on Illuminated Dracula. I definitely want to get my hands on both of those. But anyways, let's see. Okay, the Sun. Okay, Aquarius. Okay, 8 of Cups. We'll see what else comes out here. Okay, Hierophant, the Star, the Empress, the 10 of Pentacles. You guys are just flying out. It's like you listen to your gut at one point. You listen to your intuition, and it really leads you to need. I think that there's pain this month. We'll talk about the card that I just got in a second, but I think you guys are not afraid to trade in the pain for what you truly want here, instead of what we've become kind of, not addicted to, but stuck in. Because we get Two of Pentacles reverse after that. Okay. Wheel of Fortune, Two of Swords reverse. This is enough to talk about for a little while, so we're going to do that. Wow. You and Pisces, man, have some interesting reads. And if you have any placements in Pisces, might I suggest go check out their reading, because I don't think I've done a reading like that. I don't think a reading has ever come out like that. But wow. Wow. All right, so hold on. I have kombucha and I could hear it. I didn't close it all the way. I could hear it like fizzing out. So yeah, I'm going to be honest. It feels like we are distracted by a mounting pressure. Mounting pressure that we've seen coming. And I'm kind of drawn to read this little bit from the Moon Journal, from the Moon Diary here, because I think that this will shed some light on this energy that's coming up, which seems quite extreme and major. So, a time is approaching when new infrastructures, okay, and this is also before I start this, sorry, the Astro Moon Diary. So, a time is approaching when new infrastructure is to manifest, and serious consideration must now be given to its future nature and authority. Unexpected gains or losses could give equal food for thought about the nature of the relationship between freedom and responsibility. A subtle concurrent aspect between Sagittarian Jupiter and Taurian Uranus is demanding a rethink of expectations, values, and philosophies about the riches and wealth that sustain us. The magnetic attraction of alternatives to the status quo will create friction and tension in many relationships as deadlines loom and demands and restrictions inhibit. Duty must be done and rules must be obeyed. Resentment, frustration, trepidation mount to a peak by the Scorpio new moon on the 27th that falls opposite Uranus and Taurus and has the potential to blow the lid off any pressure cooker. 3 days later, Mercury turns retrograde, demanding a strategic rethink about the future. To fight to maintain the old in the light of new revelations is to ask for further trouble. And that's where y'all are at, so... We got a lot of interesting other fixed sign, I mean, especially Taurus and Scorpio really making some big interactions and shifting us in some huge ways here, obviously. I think especially in terms of our feelings, our relationships, and our roots. So if we have been feeling a mounting pressure in relationships because we know... And, like, it's weird because I don't always get this feeling from Temperance, but it is the card of Sagittarius. And to me, Temperance is kind of our need to expand in that Sagittarian way through growth, through travel, exploration. And in that way, we're bringing ourselves into alignment and healing our life. So I think some of you are realizing this growing need from the heart that is taking over what a relationship has to offer you stability-wise, where we've been. Let me get some clarifiers for that. But I feel, yeah, Ace of Swords reversed. We don't want to make this decision. We don't want to make this decision. Oh my God, can we get one card here? This is ridiculous. One card, please, at a time. Thank you, Jesus. They just gave me like 30 at a time here, so let's see. We definitely have we're in a little bit of a pressure cooker situation, aren't we? And maybe we didn't realize that something had a sell-by date on it that did. 5 of Rods reversed. I think some of us didn't want to listen to the signs, notice the signs. When I get the Ace of Swords reversed, 5 of Rods reversed, there's a lot of little nagging things that say this, that maybe we weren't ready to do until this moment. So what is this? What is this here that's taking us forward? Because we get the 8 of Cups and the 6 of Swords kind of right above each other. And I think there's been some distraction about taking something into the open, something that we knew we really wanted to do here. Again, it's Eight of Cups, then the Hierophant, then the Star here, which is your card. So what is your intuition saying? What is that part of you that, again, it's almost like, because the Hierophant to me is what, you know, he's very much about a more traditional, more grounded aspect to intuition, to religion, to spirituality, to our sense of learning and growth, and needing to start making headway, I think, in moving towards whatever these dreams are in that Hierophant way. If you know something is right for you, if you know that this is what you're going to do, this is what you want to build, this is what you want to be, and these are the steps to go there and to make it happen, you also realize that there is something that we have to leave, because these are right above each other here, that we have been distracted by. But look at, they're both looking in the same direction, and they both know that they have to leave something behind. Something that maybe brought you joy and happiness, love, stability once. But if you want, but the Eight of Cups and the Six of Swords are both about leaving a situation that really was no longer fulfilling you in some way, a situation that wasn't going to work, leaving after a fight that has been lost, after a feeling of loss here for some of you. Again, maybe you did lose a fight. Maybe we are realizing that we're on the losing end of something because we didn't read the signs until it was too late. But there is a great sense of being able to handle it this month. I feel like this came up last month and you guys are really mad and against it and saying no and this and that and the other thing. And there was denial. Like, I can't deny that there was denial in your reading last time. I felt it. I really felt it. But I don't think that we're there anymore, because look at this. We have gotten to a point where we're ready to face it. We're ready to pull out the swords. We're ready to deal with what needs to be dealt with. We're ready to admit our mistakes in areas where we fought for something that we probably shouldn't have been fighting for or spending any energy on in the first place. Something that kind of turns out to be a bit of a distraction. Three of Cups reversed, needing to buckle down about it as well. If you want to move forward, we're going to, yes, have to leave some things in the past, leave some things behind here. But I think that you guys are finding your way forward. Let's clarify the Hierophant, Star, Empress energy here. You get three very beautiful major arcanas, which to me speak of your energy for this month. Let's see. Can we please get one? Yeah, Five of Cups reversed. You're finding your way through. Whether, you know, it's admitting the defeat, whether it's letting go of those three cups, we know there's still other cups out there for us, and we have to focus on that rather than what we were focusing on, which was so negative. It just feels like whatever you were in, whatever you were staying in, whatever you decided to keep fighting for, we're in denial, and it feels like it was a constant battle. And I don't think that we're willing to get up and fight for something like that anymore. Yeah, King of Cups. We have had emotional experience here. And clarify. I need to clarify here. Temperance, and there's the Temperance card again. I get a strong sense, and this has come up in a lot of readings actually, that Sagittarian season, there's going to be the clarity, the emotional clarity that we have been waiting for will come. And Sagittarian season is, we have Mercury going retrograde on the 31st of October, so a lot of, well, it's actually mostly Scorpio, but you will experience some Mercury retrograde during that Sagittarian season as well. And I think in November into December, we have, what is happening there? This might have to do with the Sagittarius because they have showed up twice, but I don't like to get into the signs as much. I don't think that they're as important as the messages of the cards. But There's a great sense of healing during that. Yeah, there we get the balance card, Six of Pentacles. There will be a balancing out, receiving what you've been waiting for. Maybe you needed an explanation as to why somebody was being the way they were, why things didn't work out. There are whys here for sure. But there's also a why that you need to ask yourself here. Why did you stay in this? Why did you shut your eyes to something that I think you guys felt wasn't right, or that you kind of knew was going to be? Again, I just feel like we saw the sell-by date and ignored it. Yeah, Six of Wands reversed and Eight of Swords. Literally, we didn't want to see that something didn't really have the capacity for the success we were looking for. And that maybe we got a little bit off the path here due to this distraction, this person, this situation. And that Ten of Pentacles, Three of Swords, Two of Pentacles reversed with the Two of Swords reversed, and then the Wheel of Fortune shows to me that the time has come to give. The time has come to give something up. And I guess much like gum, it's time to spit it out. It's gotten kind of raw and it's kind of gotten kind of like rocky and nasty, hasn't it? Time to spit out the gum. When, you know, it's like chewing old gum here. But you built a home on this. You built a life. Maybe you gotten close with this person's family, this work situation. They became a family, a source of stability for you. But there is a need to let that go. Three of Swords, Two of Pentacles reversed, that Two of Swords reversed, and the Wheel of Fortune. It's heartbreaking. It's time to let it go. There's, you know, a fence that we've been sitting on, something we've been juggling, something we have refused to really let go of is finally reached its time limit. And it's saying it's time for you to make a decision on this, to let something go here, to finally see it for what it is, because it's not successful. So there is kind of an awakening this month in that sense of, oh my gosh, why did I do this? Why was I holding on to this? Why was I closing my eyes? We have to let something go because it has brought us heartbreak here in a place where we felt very rooted and stable, and that's not okay. So let's pull one more here. Where is this like really leading you though? Nine of Rods. There's a defensiveness here. When I get him, I just always feel like there's a lot of defense being put up here. And I hope it's not at me for these messages. If they don't resonate with you, please don't get mad and write nasty things. If you want a private reading, we can go over what's really going on for specifically you, but there's no need to get upset for a general reading. Nine of Rods, Wheel of Fortune. We have been trying to fight time. You can't put a barrier up against time. It's very clear that something has hit the point where the sword comes in to either chop it off or give it the success it deserves. So if this is a relationship, I think we're having some important revelations here about, yeah, Knight of Swords. We're saying what we need to finally. We're doing what we need to. And I think it's been a road to get here. I think a lot of these things happened near the eclipses. So I get that Sun card right next to that Eight of Cups, which has a giant moon in it. So what happened during those eclipses? What was brought up for you? Four of Cups reverse. And why have we been sitting at a point where we've been dissatisfied? It's like over and over the universe has been trying to show you that there's a different cup out there for you, that what you want is out there, and it's not what that you're being offered right now. So it's time to let go of something. It's time to move on from where we've been dissatisfied, which is a major message of the Four of Cups. You know, we cannot just shut our eyes out to the changes that need to be made. And I think finally we can no longer do that this month. Yep, Five of Swords. The Artist reversed. we're feeling a lack of fight within us here after somebody has hurt us. Or again, we're unhappy with the situation that we ourselves have created, and we're really questioning what we've been fighting for this whole time, what we've been waiting for. It's like, I don't know, the blinders are taken off, the rose-colored glasses are ripped off, and you can't really go back to how you were. Decisions need to be made this month. Shifts need to happen. So, Aquarius, let's pull some romance angel cards for you. Actually, let's get a couple advice cards before we move on. Because I know that, you know, it's been a couple of tough months for you, honestly. Queen of Rods. Justice reverse. We have to have the confidence to do something about the imbalance in our life here. Karma. Karma's coming back. Two of Swords, and we can't really hold it off any longer. Seven of Coins reverse. Wherever we've been dissatisfied, we have to stop pretending like we don't know it. We have to make a decision here. Justice reverse, Queen of Rods. Well, you're going to have to make a decision. We're going to have to do something here. Because either the way we've been acting or the way somebody else or situation has played out has been extremely dissatisfying, extremely bad juju, honestly. It's not what you think it is. Or what you thought it was. And we have to be willing to do something about it this month. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. There's a couple queens here. So some of you guys, you might think that, or there might be other people involved. There might be a few people involved and you don't trust it. Ace of Pentacles. And I think that you guys need to learn to hold out for the ace here. You got to go for the ace and stop going for... It's like somebody's got that ace and maybe you want it. Maybe you want that in your relationship. Maybe you want that in your life. So why haven't we done something about it? If what we have is not what we want, not, you know, where we need to be, we need to be willing to get out of wherever we're in here and do something about it. All right. So let's see. Let's pull some romance angel cards here. And then a Halloween oracle, okay? So, Aquarius. Why have your readings been so heavy lately? I feel like certain signs, I mean, everybody goes through their times, the readings are extremely... you deserve love. You are lovable. Remember that you do deserve love. Maybe we're not feeling very deserving of it because of what we've put up with. Love yourself first. Yeah, your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. You got to respect yourself. If you're not happy, if this person hasn't treated you right, they've cheated on you, done something, respect yourself first. Don't be putting up with that crap here. Do not be putting up with that. You need to show self-respect in terms of putting yourself and your romantic needs and desires first here. I'm not saying to, like, attack somebody or hurt them or anything, just... pay attention to your needs and loving yourself first instead of putting other people first. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So some of our issues here we could be realizing go all the way back to family relationships we've had with our parents. So, all right. Let's pull a Halloween oracle. Wow, okay. Dawn, the light after the darkness. If anything else want to come out for you guys. Something on the bottom of the deck here. Skull of darkness, blind spots. Okay. All right, so let's not ignore it. Dawn. The light after the darkness. Okay. So, excuse me. Should you receive the Dawn card, you're being reminded that there is always a fresh start and a new beginning to be had. Change is unstoppable, and even the most difficult times will pass, no matter how devastating they may seem. Hope is one of the most powerful, motivating forces in the universe, and it's being indicated here. Then we get Skull of Darkness. So things are going to be okay. I know everything seems, again, it does feel like everything is suddenly just like dropping out. The rug is being pulled out from under you in a very big way here. Skull of Darkness, blind spots. We may not appreciate or like certain aspects of ourselves, and yet sometimes our greatest treasures lie within these areas. How many times have you heard of famous artists or people extremely successful in their fields being bullied for being so different, yet it is their very differences from others that make them so powerful? Additionally, all of us at some stage of life have certain blind spots that may cause us grief and trouble. Although we cannot see the issue clearly, it is the repeated patterns of pain that may alert us to them, symptoms, if you will. For example, the same things keep happening over and over again. We may be betrayed repeatedly, fail at something repeatedly, not complete tasks continually. Peace and pattern breaking can be achieved by doing the work and uncovering our blind spot, or even consulting trusted close friends or professionals to assist us to see what we cannot. So there are blind spots, and I feel like this came up before. And take that how you will, but it's time to face the blind spots. It's like the dawn is coming in to say, time to face them. It's going to feel dark, but you're going to be okay. It's going to be fine. This is all for the best. And putting yourself and your heart, what you need first. You need to respect yourself throughout this whole thing, okay? Stop settling. All right, well, Aquarius, I love you guys. If you want to book a private reading, all that information is below this video in the description box. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Check me out over on Instagram for other dailies and stuff. Do check out the dailies. We brought them back to the channel. And check out your readings for your other placements. They might resonate better. If it didn't resonate with you, don't take it personally. Don't get upset. Just check out other readings, or maybe this reading this month just really wasn't meant to resonate with you, okay? Alrighty, guys. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful and blessed month. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Namaste.